How come? Oh, I see you guys there, but I can't find my video. Hold on, let me do a quick check. How come my video isn't showing? This is really weird. I don't think the video must still be playing. I go to my dashboard, I click live, there's nothing there. If I go to Streamlabs, you're here. I'm so confused. Are we still live? Because there's no live video on my dashboard. I Whisper to Me, Foxy Lady, Stacy, Al Russ, Nicole, Danny, Sean, Tracy, Isabel, Paisley, Tammy, Teacup, Nicole, J. Quinn, Carol Clark, Ann Fox. Then had Angie Jones. Hey everybody, is there seriously a smackdown about to happen? You'll just have to find out, won't you? Gigi, Sean. Really? Suzanne Morphew, you mean? I'll take a look at it. Hello, Crystal, Carol, Paisley. I'm live. Let me just see. There's something very weird that I can't see my video, so I can't go to the real live chat, you know, where I can have control over it. So let me just see. I'm going to just open YouTube New again and see if I can see it. It's very weird. Now I can see it from this end. Hold on. So let me just show them that we're Paisley. I'm live. Let me just see. There's some. Come on. Copy. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't showing up in my lives. I'm going to have to check. Let me just tell them I'm live in Slack because they like me to do that now. General. Come on. Okay, so that's that. And now let me just see why I can't see you guys on Tammy McT. Thank you. Thanks for your #1 fan super sticker. Thank you very much, Tammy. You're too kind. Thank you. Let's see here. I'm going to check that woman in Colorado. I haven't been watching the news today, really. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff, but I just want to see if I can get to my, if I can see it, because I can't see it. I'm just going to refresh. My goodness. There it is, finally, finally. Okay. All right, let me go to the real live dashboard. Okay. Hi, Manager of Three Monsters. Hi, Mooka. Hi, Gigi. Okay, so you say, let me see. Body found. Okay, I don't see a link to her yet. Let me see. Body found in Colorado. Possible homicide under investigation. Is this one? Hold on. Possible homicide under investigation after a woman's body is found on Highway 24. Is that the one you mean? Okay, let's see. El Paso County. That's Gannon Stokes County, right? Yeah. Are investigating a homicide off of Highway 24 in Cascade, just west of Manitou Springs. Jackie Kirby, the sheriff's office public information officer, says officers found the body of a female after responding to several calls for a welfare check. So I don't think it's her then. There are no suspects at this time, and they do not believe there is any danger to the public. Metro Crime Lab was on scene throughout the morning. The mobile command unit and the El Paso County Coroner's Office were no longer on the scene as of 11:20. All lanes have been reopened. I don't think it's related to her because they mention a welfare check. Is that the one you're talking about? Let me see if that's the one you're talking about. Is that the one you're talking about? Whisper to me. Hi, Delphine. Go Hogs. They're now saying definite homicide, but no, I didn't hear a saxophone. But what about that? How could, it's 112, but how come they said after a welfare check? That's the only thing that gets me. After a welfare check? That, how would that be? I don't know. Hi, Patty. Hi, Sam. I don't know. You guys think it's related to her? Hi, Davida. Sharon. Carol Clark. Tico. Patty. It was on the side of a highway. Right. Hi, Deb on the Move. Deb on the Move, do you want to tell your 9/11 story tonight? You can, I don't have much planned. I don't know. I'm just goofing with the Friday night fights. I've been running around. Do you want to tell your 9/11 story? Do you want to call in? Let me know. I was just goofing around with you guys. Go back to, come on. Sorry, my mouse is not being cooperative. I didn't see Deb on the Move. Did you answer me? trying to leave this. Okay. Hi, Tree Dog. Do you want to, shoot. Do you want to call in Deb on the Move? Hold on a minute. She answered me. Hi, Mary Beth. Hi, Rhonda. I still think when I think about you living in the Midwest, I'm really sure that you told me that. Hi, Nana T. Hey, Two Scooter. Hi, Deborah. She would have been spotted. Yeah, I don't think so. Just because of the way they said welfare check. Hi, Tim, Dara, Martha. Love the when did you get a Gumby? I missed. Did you put it in your video or something? Because I missed it. Yeah, knitting, but I don't think it's Suzanne, because it sounds like they're talking about, I don't know, I just don't think it's her. When did Scooter get a Gumby? Scooter got the Gumby? Scooter gets around. You didn't have much notice for what, Nanette? I mean, for what, Scooter? I'm missing everything. Hi, my crazy life. Hi, Kitty Cat. Hi, Stacy. I'm missing everything. Kathy, hello there. Delphine. Thanks, knitting. Pilot. Is that Pilot Pete? Teresa Johnson. Sandy Voss. Yeah, I opened a few with Bonnie. You got a Gumby with Bonnie? I thought Shelly was coming. Bonnie came there too? Is Shelly there? Hi, Donna. Hi, Tony. Oh, let me see how my internet holds up. Oh, okay, let me know. Hi, Jen H. Ivy Lynn. You just found out about the new show. It's Elizabeth Smart called Smart Justice. Luann, 21. Hello there. Pilot's mom. Hi. Shug Trotter. Hello there. Davita, Carolyn, have you ever used hot wax for your hands? No. Why? Do you think I need it? I want to see why Scooter said she didn't have a lot of notice. For what? The fight? The smackdown? It's okay. Let me see what's going on. Poetry Pebbles, Nicole Griffith. Okay, let's see what's going on in the true crime headlines. Okay, oh boy. Alan Dershowitz. He says he denies the allegations outlined in the newly released Ghislaine Maxwell court documents. Oh boy. Alan Dershowitz, who would have thought he would be there? Unsealed documents undermine Ghislaine Maxwell's contention she hadn't contacted Jeffrey Epstein in more than a decade. New images show missing 18-year-old Washington woman before she disappeared. That's the one we looked at the other night. So let's see, there's a new image. Get out of here, get out. Come on. Come on. Says the Kings County Sheriff's Office released new images of a teen who disappeared last Friday and hasn't been seen from since. Gia Fuda's gray Toyota Corolla was found abandoned on Saturday, apparently out of gas. The new images show Fuda, 18, on Friday prior to running out of gas at a coffee shop near Index, Washington, nearly 70 miles from her Maple Valley home. Fuda is seen in the images wearing or carrying a red sweatshirt. The shirt was found in the car, police said, so they believe she was wearing the gray shirt when she disappeared. Fuda's brother said he saw her leaving home with several bags, but she wouldn't tell him why. The following day, police found her vehicle abandoned off of Highway 2 between Skykomish and Stevens Pass, a few miles beyond Index. Her purse was located inside the vehicle. Her cell phone was not in the car, but it had either died or been turned off. It's like it's not even happening. It doesn't even feel real. I mean, literally, how could this happen to our daughter? Her mother, Kristen Fuda, said. Let me see here. And here's the other images of her. Here she's wearing that sweatshirt. Investigators are now calling the teen's disappearance as suspicious. They're looking for any dash cam footage from anyone in the area between 10 a.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Saturday. They want to talk to anyone who saw a gray Toyota Corolla on the side of the road in the area or any vehicle near the Toyota. Kristen Fuda added that Gia's older sister was 18 when she passed away 3 years ago after being struck by a train. We've already dealt with something like this, Kristen said. It's like deja vu for us. She just turned 18 also. Gia is described as a white female, 5 foot 4 inches tall, weighing 165 pounds, with long brown hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information should contact the Kings County Sheriff's Office at 206-296-3311. 206-296-3311. Hope she's found. Sad. Very sad for that family. Let's see what else, if we have any other updates. Come on. The federal court overturns Boston Marathon bomber's death sentence. Wow. What happened here? Have you ever seen the documentary on this? Or the movie, or I don't know what it was. It was kind of docudrama. On Friday, a federal appeals court in Massachusetts overturned the death sentence of the man convicted of killing 3 people and injuring more than 260 others in the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. In a 224-page opinion, the 3-judge panel on the First U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ordered the lower court to hold a new trial specifically regarding what sentences he should receive for the capital offenses he was convicted of in 2015. According to the Associated Press, The bombers' lawyers argued that extensive media coverage regarding the bombing made it impossible to have a fair trial in Boston. They also referenced two jurors' social media posts which suggested they had strong opinions about the 2013 terror attack. His lawyers and the jury foreperson sent a dozen tweets after the bombing, including one in which they called him a piece of garbage following his capture. On April 15, 2013, let me see. The two brothers, 119, 126, detonated two makeshift pressure cooker bombs at the marathon's finish line. The pair stole a car on April 18th. They fatally shot a Massachusetts Institute of Technology police officer while trying to steal his gun. Tamarian died shortly thereafter in a gunfight with police, while the other brother escaped. A day later, officers found him hiding on a boat in Watertown, just outside the police perimeter. He was convicted of all 30 counts against him, including murder, and was sentenced to death. He remains incarcerated at the super maximum security prison in Colorado. He's in Colorado. U.S. Circuit Judge O. Rogerie Thompson wrote that the judge who presided over the trial did not meet the standard of fairness. Thompson's opinion reads, "Just to be crystal clear, he will remain confined to prison for the rest of his life, with the only question remaining being whether the government will end his life by executing him." And the document is here. Oh, did you see that manhunt underway for the murder suspect who escaped the 12th floor jail cell using sheets? Did you guys see that? That was out of Oklahoma. That was crazy. That I did see on the news. Did see that one. That was this. Two inmates allegedly escaped from an Oklahoma jail Friday by creating a rope out of sheets, which they used to rappel down from a 12th-story window. The Oklahoma County Detention Center said they learned at 7 a.m. that one of their inmates, Jose Hernandez, 33, was picked up by authorities. Jail staff checked Hernandez's cell, discovered he and his cellmate, Pablo Robledo, 34, were missing. According to the Oklahomian, Hernandez, who broke his leg after jumping from the 4th floor of the jail, was apprehended while attempting to steal a truck. Officials told the news outlets that Hernandez is accused of rape, indecent exposure, and burglary. Robledo is incarcerated on various charges, including first-degree murder, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and domestic abuse. Local reports indicated that Robledo is accused of fatally shooting a man in March of 2019, and he was arrested in connection with the shooting in June of 2019. Jail officials said the pair broke a window and used a sheet rope to escape. Surveillance footage reportedly shows Robledo near the south side of the jail at 5:25 a.m. Robledo was described as being 5 feet, 9 inches tall, weighing 150 pounds, and having brown hair and brown eyes. It was crazy, and you just see all these sheets hanging down. Then we have a mom who was filming a rap video, was shot dead by an erratic suspect wielding a handgun. A Florida man's facing criminal charges for allegedly fatally shooting a woman and seriously wounding her boyfriend as they filmed a rap video on Sunday. Let me just change the picture here. The alleged incident occurred after Jordan Silver, 20, and Haley Cox, 23, and Cox's boyfriend, Eric Branowski, 22, gathered at rapper Giovanni Bosk's home in Wimauma. I've never even heard of that part. Bosk told police that Silver arrived at his home with a black semi-automatic handgun, which possibly had a laser attachment. Silver, Cox, Bronowski, and Bosk decided they drove to a power line easement in Riverview to film a music video. They said they were filming a music video depicting himself being kidnapped, and there was no mention of anyone being shot. The group reportedly came to the power line easement with a Canon camera and water bottles filled with fake blood. Detectives reportedly reviewed the camera footage and observed Silver wielding a semi-automatic handgun while acting erratically. Bosk was reportedly filmed telling Silver to calm down. At one point, Silver was unexplainably hiding behind the bushes at Bosk's and Bronowski as oh my gosh, this is like a tongue twister. As Bosk and Bronowski tried to film the music video. Another video clip showed Bosk and Bronowski putting fake blood on Bosk's. Cox was holding the camera and is overheard asking how to hold it. Moments later, a single gunshot rings out and the camera falls to the ground. Bosk was filmed picking up the camera and running off while asking Silver, "Why'd you do that?" Silver allegedly says he didn't know and they gotta go. Footage reportedly caught 3 more gunshots ring out as Bosk screams, "No!" Bosk told police that Silver fired at him, Bronowski as they retreated to their vehicle, wounding Bronowski. Bosk reportedly then ran to a nearby neighborhood and got help. Silver followed Bosk but fled after learning that Bosk was trying to contact police. Deputies ultimately found Cox in the field with a gunshot wound to her face. Her boyfriend, who was located nearby, sustained gunshot wounds to the thigh and chest. Bronowski reportedly told police that he met Silver for the first time that morning. He also confirmed Silver shot him and his girlfriend. Police initially arrested Silver on trespassing and loitering charges and finding him hiding under a grill in the backyard of a nearby home. He's since been charged with second-degree murder with a firearm and attempted first-degree murder in regards to Sunday's deadly shooting. He remains jailed on a $502,000 bond. Authorities are in the process of determining a motive. It's terrible. Crazy. Foster mom strikes plea deal after 2-year-old boy found dead with blunt force injuries. She will serve only a year in jail. Oh wow, that's great. It's a travesty. That's what it says here. How does she serve only a year in jail? This is messed up. A Utah woman will spend a year in jail for the death of her 2-year-old foster son. In 2018, Lisa Jo Vander Linden was arrested after her foster son was found unresponsive in a home in Roosevelt, Utah. The boy, identified as Lucas Call, passed away from his injuries. Medical examiners determined his death was due to significant internal injuries and blunt force trauma. Initially, Vander Linden was charged with aggravated murder. After a plea deal, however, the charges were reduced to first-degree felony of child abuse homicide. Vander Linden never admitted to physically abusing Lucas. Instead, she claimed she acted reckless when she failed to take him to the doctor immediately after she noticed he wasn't acting the same. Prosecutors pointed out that the autopsy report stated the boy died from blunt force trauma. They alleged Vander Linden beat him to death. "I am sorry to the biological family," Vander Linden said Wednesday at the Duchesne County Court. "I am sorry to my family, and I'm sorry that I didn't do more that night." Judge Samuel Chiara, who presided over the case, said that although the evidence presented at the preliminary hearing was fairly damning, there was nothing he could do after the perplexing plea deal. "We do not know the truth," the judge said. "I don't know the truth of this situation. According to KSL, prosecutors said the incident started when Lucas acted out during dinner. Finally, members told authorities they heard van der Linden yelling, followed by a loud bang coming from the bathroom, where she took Lucas when he vomited. She was mad and frustrated, court documents noted. The following day, police arrived at the home to find Lucas deceased. Bruises covered most of his body and face. Police later said van der Linden had been upset in the days preceding Lucas's death. Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes is reportedly outraged by the judge's decision, calling it a travesty. It's a travesty, and it undermines the confidence of the public in our justice system's ability to protect kids from abuse and homicide, Reyes says. We are at a loss as to why the court ruled the way it did. Defense lawyer Ed Brass said that van der Linden acted recklessly by not seeking medical treatment, but did not commit murder. He referenced the 40 other children she had fostered over the years, and none of which were harmed in her care. Chiara explained that given what little van der Linden admitted to, and since the allegations were never proven in court, his hands were tied. I hope that justice has been served, Chiara said. It's the best I can do as a human being in this case. Yeah, it doesn't sound too much like it, does it? Van der Linden is scheduled to report Friday to the county jail. After her 1-year sentence, she will serve 14 years on probation. Trying to see if there's any other updates. 2 teen girls who haven't been seen in nearly 2 weeks. Oh no. Let's see here. So many people missing. Alabama authorities are searching for 2 teen girls who have been missing for over 2 weeks. Madison Hancock left, age 15, and 13-year-old Abigail Jones, pictured on the right, disappeared on July 19th from their Childersburg home off of Cuyahoga Road. According to police, the girls may be in Calhoun County. Madison is described as a white female with brown hair who stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighs 100 pounds. Abigail is described as a white female with red hair who stands 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighs around 100 pounds. Anyone with information about the girls or their whereabouts should call the Talladega County Sheriff's Office at 256-245-5121. Among the trove of documents from Virginia Giuffre's 2015 lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell is an email exchange between Maxwell and convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, in which Epstein appears to be coaching Maxwell on what to say about accusations against her. The exchange took place in early 2015, according to Maxwell, in her request for bail on July 10th of this year, and she said she hadn't been able to contact him for more than a decade. The documents also included a lengthy deposition by Virginia, who settled her suit accusing Maxwell of defamation for an undisclosed amount in 2017, in which she gave intimate details her sexual encounters with Epstein and Maxwell, even describing Maxwell's body. In an email exchange, Epstein sent a paragraph on January 21st to GMAX that reads like a statement she could make to investigators. And it says, since J.E. was charged in 2007 with solicitation of a prostitute, I have been the target of outright lies, innuendo, slander, defamation, and salacious gossip and harassment. Headlines made up of quotes I have never given, statements I have never made, trips with people to places I have never been, holidays with people I have never met, false allegations of impropriety and offensive behavior that I abhor and have never ever been party to. Witness to events that I have never seen, living off trust funds that I have never ever had, party to stories that have changed materially, both in time, place, and event, depending which paper you read, and the list goes on and on. The list goes on. 3 days later, Maxwell emails Epstein, appearing to distance herself from him romantically. I would appreciate it if Shelley would come out and say she was your G friend. I think she was from end of 99 to 2002, she wrote. Epstein wrote back the next day, okay with me, and you have done nothing wrong, and I would urge you to start acting like it. Go outside, head high, not as an escaping convict. Go to parties, deal with it. It's not clear who Shelley is. Virginia accused Maxwell of procuring her for Epstein while she was 15 years old and working at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. In fact, Jeffrey said she was wearing her Mar-a-Lago uniform when she first met Epstein, and Maxwell had her stripped down to massage him. So then Jelaine told me that she wanted me to undress and began to take off my shirt and skirt, my white uniform from Mar-a-Lago. She also took off her shirt and got undressed, and so I was there with just my undies on, and she was completely bare, Virginia said. I can tell you that she had very large natural breasts. She said, I can tell you that she was brown. She had brown hair, nearly black, and I don't remember any specific birthmarks or moles that I could point out that would be relevant. She had no scars or tattoos. A district court judge ordered the documents released on Thursday, but 2 other documents, Maxwell's deposition and another from someone identified only as J. Doe, were put on hold Friday when the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit agreed to hear Maxwell's appeal to the order to release them. The hearing will take place on September 22nd. Maxwell was arrested on July 2nd of a federal indictment of sex trafficking and perjury related to incidents from 94 to 97. She's being held without bond, and her trial is expected to begin in July of 2021. Epstein pleaded guilty in 2008 to a single charge of soliciting a minor as a prostitute in a sweetheart deal negotiated by former Labor Secretary Alex Acosta, who was then a U.S. attorney. He was arrested again on sex trafficking charges last year and was found dead in his cell in August while awaiting trial. The medical examiner's office in New York ruled his death as suicide. Check a minute. Else for these. Okay. See if we have any others. Florida boy 10 hid in bathroom as an intruder beat 2 family members to death. Wow. What is that about? 2 men were killed and 1 woman was seriously injured. A 10-year-old boy is alive and hiding in the bathroom of his home calling 911 as an intruder beat 3 of his family members with a baseball bat, killing 2 of them and seriously wounding the third. The incident occurred around 11 p.m. on Thursday when an emergency dispatcher received a call from the boy who reported that his home inside a gated community in Windermere, Florida was being burglarized, according to a statement from the Windermere Police Department. Authorities said the child hid in the bathroom as the suspects, identified as Ezekiel Emmanuel Hopkins, attacked the boy's family members. The boy's grandfather, John Savvy, grandmother Lisa Savvy, and Uncle James Savvy were all beaten with a baseball bat in the attack, according to police. Officers from the Windermere Police Department, the Ocoee Police Department, Oakland Police Department, and deputies with the Orange County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene, where hostage negotiators began communicating with Hopkins through a closed door before making entry into the residence. Police said officers found Hopkins, who was unresponsive after appearing to have drank bleach in another bathroom. He was arrested and taken to Health Central Hospital. The grandfather and the uncle died at the scene, according to authorities. Hang on a second. Let me see here. The grandmother survived the attack and was transported to a local hospital with serious injuries. Upon further investigation, police found that Hopkins had drove his car through the subdivision gate and allegedly crashed it into some bushes next to the home. During a press conference on Friday, Chief David Ogden said that Hopkins tried to steal a pickup truck from the residence following the crash, and one of the homeowners confronted him. According to Ogden, Hopkins was allegedly involved in the physical alteration with one of the male victims outside the home before going inside to attack the other 2. The child was unharmed in the incident. Ogden said during a police press conference that he does not believe the family was specifically targeted. It's a horrific situation, he added. Our hearts go out to this family. An investigation is ongoing. According to online jail records, Hopkins was booked on 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated battery on Friday. It's unclear if Hopkins has legal representation. What's going on? I think something's messing up with the internet. Okay. Shoot. What's going on? I hope we're still online because everything just crashed on me. Let me see. Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Okay, I see it now. What are you guys talking about? Oh, Danny, something with medical insurance? Yeah, I don't think it's Suzanne Morphew too. You guys are talking about something totally different. I don't know what just happened. My whole thing crashed down on me. I'm trying to open it up. Jimmy got a lot of the shed up today, and then tomorrow morning Michael's coming to help him. So hopefully they're going to try to get it done before the hurricane. And then what was I going to say? Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I have all this stuff packed up for Riley, a crazy amount of stuff. A lot of those toys that I got, and I opened all the Tic Tacs and I think we're a step down. They're arrested after 4-year-old dogs. I think we've North Carolina girl. 9, Precious Gem, is fatally shot. Mom's injured. A 9-year-old North Carolina girl was killed and her mother was wounded as they sat inside their car last weekend. Authorities are still looking for the killer. Shortly before 10 p.m., Makia Slade was sitting in a car outside a trailer park with her mother, Shatori Hunter Slade, and a vehicle drove by and opened fire and hit them, both of them. When authorities arrived, Makia was pronounced dead at the scene. Her mother was taken to a nearby Vidant Memorial Hospital for treatment. She's in fair condition. Makia was a rising 4th grade student at D.F. Walker Elementary in Eddington, a small town of Albemarle Sound. In a statement, the school said that she was a beloved student. Teachers describe her as a precious gem with the brightest smile. The school said in a statement on Facebook, she had a gifted mind, loved to learn, and was always willing to help other students. Each day, she uplifted those around her with positivity and laughter. She was a friend to all. It's very sad. A GoFundMe has been set up to help the family with expenses. This will certainly help a grieving mother, family, and father and family with the expenses. A statement on GoFundMe reads, while no amount of money could ever be enough to bring Makia back, it will certainly take the financial burden off of their shoulders. Her mother is still in the hospital recovering and receiving care for her wounds from the vicious crime that took place in our small town. Police have not named any suspects. They do not believe the mother and daughter were intended victims of the shooter. If there's any information, call the Sheriff's Office at 252-482-8484. Okay, so I think that's it for headlines and updates. Deb on the Move, did you want to come on and tell your story? How's your internet? Anybody? Deb on the Move was going to tell her 9/11 story if the Hi Bagel Blarney, Sakura, Alyssa, Pitbull, Liz Stewart, Deb on the Move, Deb on the move. Deb on the move. Calm Collective. Calm Collective B. Hey, I don't think I've ever seen you here. Welcome. Deborah, hi. Carolyn, my internet's working good now. I can call in. I'll put it in Slack. What group are you in? Are you in the craft group, Deb, or are you in what? Tell me what group you're in Slack so I can put it in that group. Anyone would do. Just tell me which group you're in. Hi, Crafts by Diane. Hi, Pencella. You've been here before, but fairly new? Okay. Guerra, hello there. Butterfly, we're getting a lot of new ones all in one time. 403, hey there. I'll be watching you. Deb on the move. Is Moo on the run? She's probably scared. Hi Tina, hi Gigi, hi Mrs. Mick Jagger. Deb on the move. Deb on the move, Deb on the move, where are you, Deb on the move? Hi Deborah Kent. You have an orange color QB. Wow, mayonnaise. All right. You're on the Gulf side. Oh, you're missing the hurricane, Florida. Great Lady, good for you. Where is Deb on the move? I have to know what group she's in. Hi, Tamlin. Yeah, there's a big hurricane coming in, Sunflower. Oh my goodness. Deb on the move, where is she? Hi, Gigi. Jen H, Alma. Karen H, Deb on the move. She did? Where did she say what group she's in? Which group is it? Can you just tell me? General Craft, True. Okay, General Craft. That's good. That's all I need to know. Thank you for letting me know, Karen H. Okay. See, now I was staring at the chat and I missed that. That's scary how quickly that can happen. Okay, General Crafts. General Crafts. All right, General Crafts, Deb on the move, putting the number in. Okay. Whew. I need another drink, I think. Seltzer. Shit, huh? Hi, Patch. Did you see Move too? I don't know. She might be hiding out from Scooter. I don't know. You'll be right back? Okay, sorry. All right. You want a juicy burger with cheese fries? Hi, Robin Lane. She's smack in front of the hurricane. Stay safe, Robin. I know they're evacuating parts of North Carolina. Are you in the way, Rhonda? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. The shed's up, and Michael comes in the morning, so I have all the stuff there, so hopefully he'll push him to get the rest of the stuff to get it finished. Because he needs somebody to like push it down, and he's can't just do it on his own. There's one tab that he's got to get into the floor, but the walls are almost all up, and so then they'll put the trusses on, and maybe with Michael he can get it done like snap, crackle, pop. Hi, Donna Marie. Hey, Crystal. Oh, a fight with Scooter and Moo. I don't think Moo showed up though. I think she was frightened off. Where's the digestives? Huh. Where the freak are my digestives? I've been cleaning and stuff. In fact, I have to put some laundry in the dryer real quick. But I can't leave because Deb on the Move's going to be in here and someone's got to let her in the room. Okay. I'll wait a minute. In the world of sheds, yeah. Yeah, I got the shed. He got it over there. Like now we've got to work on the. After that gets up, then we've got to work on the deck. The power washer. Got to replace boards and put the railings up that we have that he took down. That. Oh my gosh, this is such a nightmare. Hi, Lacey, Alice. Oh, she's listening, Moise? She's scared, though, to show her face? Well. Ask Jimmy to do what? Jimmy's nighty nights. There's Deb on the Move. Hi, Deb on the Move.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
So you have a 9/11 story?
Yeah. I was getting confused. I've never done this.
Yeah, you did.
Slack before. Um,
You've called in
so
before.
I don't have to worry about being uh, seen.
Oh no, you called in before though.
Yeah, but I did it on Zoom.
This is Zoom.
I mean, I did it through the Zoom app,
Oh, so how are
and
you doing it now? Just on the phone line?
just through Slack.
Right, but
just wanted to make sure.
it is Zoom. It's still Zoom either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't give me an option of not seeing my face or anything.
Oh, because we can't see your face. We just see a telephone.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, first of all, uh, for your complaint panel or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute.
Um,
I'm just gonna mute when you're talking because they said there's an echo and that usually fixes it. So like I'm listening, but it'll be like maybe 1 second delay when I say something to you.
okay. For the complaint panel, my phone company has since been taken over by T-Mobile, and now I don't. They slow down your service once you use so much data, and so all my phone does is buffer now. And I've had the same service for 2 years, and it didn't do that before. So I want to do a complaint on that because my last service didn't. I mean, they slowed it down, but you couldn't even tell. Oh well. Anyway, my 9/11 story. My sister used to be a fit model in New York City, and she used to live in Florida 4 days a week, and then she would fly to New York and work in New York for 3 days a week. So she had an apartment in New York and then a house in Florida. And the morning of 9/11, she flew in 20 minutes before the plane started crashing. And she just brought her carry-on, so she just went straight to her car service, which was waiting there for her, got in there, and they were taking her to work. And as she was
Did she
going to
fly
work,
into JFK or LaGuardia?
you know what? I don't even remember.
Okay, all right. No, I thought you were gonna say she was, but if she's out of the airport, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, never mind.
That was such a long time ago. Um, and anyway, she started. She was in her car service, and then the plane started hitting and everything else, and she was seeing people jumping out of buildings and everything to save their lives and all this stuff. Well, uh, she ended up. She was just like terrified of New York after that, and she said that they shut all the tunnels. So I was, well, actually that day, all the phone, all the cell phones were down till like late afternoon and stuff because they were everybody was on their cell phones, in New York. To tell their families that they were okay and all this stuff. So we didn't even get a hold of her till after, um, until late afternoon. And I had a little TV at work, and so I was watching all this stuff play out while I was at work. Um, Mostly I would just be entering stuff in the computer and just listening to my TV and everything. But once all that started happening, well, then everybody at work was all crammed in my in my cubicle watching this little 1-inch TV that I had in there. And so that was before you could pull up that kind of stuff on your smartphone. But anyway, we didn't know till that afternoon that she was okay. And she was like, you couldn't even get out of New York because all of the tunnels were closed. She says, I can't even ride my bicycle out of New York and everything. And she was just like terrified to stay there because you didn't know what else was going to happen, you know. And so then we're going back and forth every week. She used to go on JetBlue. Well, on JetBlue, she ended up meeting the president of JetBlue. And so they became friends and stuff. And so she had called him, and he told her that he would get her on the first plane out and stuff. And so she ended up, she was on the first plane out of New York after the president's plane got out. And then when the plane started flying again, the president went first, and then she was on the second plane out. And she never went back to New York. I mean, she didn't even go clean out her apartment or anything. You know, she never went back there. And as far as a fit model, New York is the only place you can do that, which means that she didn't have a job. But then she did find a company in Florida that did fit model, but it wasn't anything like the money she was making in New York, working 3 days a week. But anyway, she became a big alcoholic because of everything that she had seen. And I noticed, I mean, it took years and stuff for me to catch on, you know. She always blamed it on sleeping pills, you know, as far as like falling asleep on me while I was talking to her on the phone, or you know, her repeating she would say something and then she would repeat what she just told me and everything. And which is common with an alcoholic, but it's also common if you're taking sleeping pills too. But she said she'd have to use sleeping pills to get to sleep. Well, anyway, she ended up, she was, once I realized what was going on, I mean, she ended up getting a job in Florida as a fit model. And she ended up not going to work, you know, after a while and stuff because she became this big alcoholic. And so she was like on medical leave for a year. All she did was stay home and drink wine and stuff. Well, she ended up, and she wasn't a drinker before all this. I mean, she may have, you know, if she went out with friends, she may have a glass of wine or something with dinner, and that was it, you know. And then at one time, oh, I knew she was in trouble and stuff. So I took off the next day off of work and told them I didn't know when I'd be back. And I went to another city, picked up my mom, and we drove to New York. I ended up calling an auctioneer, auctioning off all her stuff, you know, packing stuff away that she wanted, auctioning off they auctioned off everything, the house, all her belongings, jewelry, and all that stuff. And I moved her back to Illinois, where I was. Well, after you've been in New York City Illinois is like the worst place you would want to be, which caused her depression to go worse and worse. But then she ended up saying that she was ready to go back to New York, and she had worked as a fit model there for, probably 30 years at least. And so she had, she knew the right people to get right back into it and stuff. So she ended up moving back to New York. And then it turned out, she had called me one night and said that, that she told me that she was not out looking for jobs. She was scared to leave her apartment. She had a knife in her hand and she was going to commit suicide. And I'm just like, no, and so I got on a three-way call and I called my brother, and then I ended up telling her, I said, if you'll just hold off, just don't do anything. And I swear to God, I will be there tomorrow morning and everything. And so the next morning I was at her door and she just kind of looked at me funny. She had no clue that I was even there. I mean, she had no clue why I was there. She didn't remember talking to me the night before and everything. But she had made the move to New York, but she was too scared to go outside of her apartment. And she still had that fear. And this was like years later, I mean, it was probably maybe 4 or 5 years, after 9/11. And so I was there. I ended up, packing up all her stuff again. I got on the computer, sublet her apartment, and shipped all of her stuff to New York. I mean, to Illinois, to my mom's house, and then brought her back with me. Okay. But during this time, my other sister had probably put her in like at least five different rehabs or whatever for alcohol. I forget what they're called, but I mean, she put her into stuff like, that's like on a beach, these high society, real expensive treatments, and everything. And then as soon as she would get out, she'd start drinking again. And I brought her back to Decatur, and I brought her back to Illinois, and I ended up keeping her at my house for a while. And then I found out that she was, drinking while I was at work, and I had kids there, and I didn't want that. And she finally went to my mom's house. But then after that, she decided that she was going to move back. Oh, she was going to go to a treatment thing in Florida. And this time it was her wanting to do it and not because somebody was putting her in one. But my other sister said that if she was going to go to it, that she would pay for it and all this stuff. Well, she went there and did that, and then she went to a halfway house, or a sober house, I guess it's called, afterwards. And then while she was at the sober house, she had committed suicide. And that was like the third time or something that it was like the third time that year that she had attempted to commit suicide. And she had tried before with prescription drugs, and somebody always caught her in time and got her to the hospital, and they pumped her stomach. But this time she got um, medicine from Walmart, and um, and it was just over the counter stuff, and it worked. And it just goes to show that so many people were affected from 9/11 that actually didn't die on 9/11. Um, I mean, she had a great, promising career. She only worked 3 days a week, and I mean, she was making so much money it wasn't funny. Um,
I'm really
and
sorry about that. And what everybody wants to know, what is a fit model?
okay, um, that was like, okay. She goes to she worked for like different companies, like uh, White House Black Market or whatever it's called, and you know, um, whatever. Okay, say White House Black Market has an item that they um, want to start producing to put on their line. Well, she was supposedly a perfect size 8, and um, well, she had to keep her weight at a certain level at all times. And then she goes to the garment district, and they have an item that's a size 8. They have her try it on, and then she has to tell the seamstress everything that's wrong with it. Like, you have it cut too high up in the armpit, or this needs to be brought down,
Okay, all
and
right,
they
I
tell
get it.
them everything to make
Yeah,
it a perfect cut.
right,
And
okay.
then, next time she goes back there, they have all the changes that she told them to make. And she tries it on again. And then if they got the cut right and everything, the fit right, well, then they mass produce it. But um, it isn't until everything's perfect. And so, she made a fortune for trying on clothes, really. I mean, but it takes, um, I mean, you really have to know about clothes and stuff to know what's going to fit, and, you know, um, what's wrong with a garment, you know, like, no, if somebody raises their arm, well, then this is going to come up too short, or, whatever. And, um, but there's, I'm sure there's many other stories of people um, that 9/11 affected them. I mean, she wasn't scared of anything. She's lived in New York forever, and New York didn't scare her. She loved New York. But uh, after that 9/11, I mean, she didn't trust New York. She really didn't trust anywhere. But after New York, it just terrified her, and it traumatized her, you know, actually seeing people jumping out of buildings. And she said the whole area, you know, all you can smell is burnt flesh, and I mean, it's not just the first responders that kind of stuff affected, and I mean, she was the type of person that would never have become an alcoholic, or never tried to kill herself. I mean, she had everything in the world, going for her. She was beautiful. She was making tons of money. She was friendly. I mean, nobody was an enemy to her. She made friends so easily, and she was so generous. I mean, when she was alive and working in the garment district, I mean, every week I'd get a huge box of new clothes. I never had to buy anything, and stuff, because she could get, a $2,000 outfit, for $50 or something like this, and in the garment district. So she always voted me up, and I actually have a twin, but I was closer to her than even my twin because she was single. She was, we traveled, we took vacations all the time together. Neither one of us were married, so we talked for hours and hours and hours on the phone, and I mean, when somebody commits suicide like that, I tried to save her twice, and bringing her close to family, and I just couldn't do it. I mean, once somebody has their mindset that they don't want to be, in this horrible world, they don't want to be there, and
Yeah. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
there's a lot of survivor's guilt, and
Absolutely.
stuff like I could have done something, but I mean, I even put my job at risk, you know, just automatically taken off with no advance notice. My job did not, you just didn't do that. You had to give prior notice and everything else. And I'm just like, it's an emergency, and then not being able to tell them when I would be back, and stuff, because I didn't know what I was walking into, once I got to either Florida or New York, trying to save her. But it's rough. But I'm sure she's not the only one that has been affected like that, whether they committed suicide or not. I'm sure it affected a lot more people than you would think, But that's my story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sad story. How old was she when she took her life?
That was 10 years. No. Okay, that was 9 years ago.
Okay.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
And because my mom was sick, my mom wasn't in the best health when Donna did this, but that just did my mom in.
Yeah.
And then my mom died a year later,
Oh, sorry to hear that.
and then my brother died 6 months after that,
Wow, sorry.
after open heart surgery. So I lost 3 major family members in a year and a half
Oh, sorry to hear that.
and stuff. And then several years after that, my son, my 2-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
So
Boy, let's
I'm
see.
just trying to keep my head up. But
Yeah, that's all you can do, right?
but Donna's was kind of, I mean, we just tried everything. It was kind of, it was just a matter of when,
Yeah, yeah.
But then the other two weren't expected, especially that close together. But
Yeah. Ugh.
that's all I gotta say. But I just know there's more people out there that
Oh, yeah,
'cause
definitely.
it's not normal
No.
to,
A lot of
see people
post-traumatic
jumping out of
stress
windows
and, yeah.
I mean, that was just a horrible, horrible tragedy
Right.
and everything. But
Absolutely. Did you go to a grief counselor for all the grief that you're dealing with?
yes, Uh, actually, I was still going to one when I lost Samari,
Uh-huh.
and I was going with one to one for years and stuff, but I've never been the same.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, I got to where I couldn't even work anymore because, you know, I was just, I mean, it was just one thing after another, after another, after another. And then I worked for a supervisor that wasn't family oriented or had any sympathy or anything for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
To make, I mean, the day of my mom's visitation, I actually worked that morning because I was terrified I'd get in trouble if I took the whole day off.
Wow.
You know, so I worked that evening, you know, and then I had foster kids that had, you know, medical problems and everything even before I got Zamari. And it was like, you know, every time the doctor would make an appointment, you know, for a child to see a specialist or something like that, I mean, I would just go into panic attacks because I didn't know, okay, is this going to be the one where I lose my job for taking a child to a doctor's appointment? You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
I mean, I had time on the books, but she didn't want you using it, you know? And I'm just like, why don't you get on other people? And she's just like, well, you're my high producer. I need you here. I'm just like, well, why don't you get on the people that aren't producing, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It didn't make sense. And I mean, it just totally messed me up. I got to where, you know, I finally took off because my nerves were just about ready to break, you know, cause
Right.
of not knowing, you know, and having that security of a job and everything. But, and then I just never went back and everything because every time, you know, I told them I'd be coming back, you know, I would just start getting in a panic and I couldn't do it and everything, and I wasn't going to put myself through that. So
Wow.
that's it. But I don't know, something good needs to happen. You
Yeah,
know, I'm tired of all
definitely.
this other stuff
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
everything. But
You're out in
that's it.
Arizona now, right?
I just want people to know that, you know, just because you weren't a first responder, you know,
Uh-huh.
or somebody that was in that building, you know, or in any of the buildings, it doesn't mean you weren't affected.
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely.
You know, I mean, if you were there, I mean, she could have been on one of the planes that got blew up, and then, you know, then the
Right.
family not being able to get a hold of her,
Yeah.
you know, and at the very first, they weren't saying where, you know, the planes that hit, they weren't saying where they were coming from, you know, so we didn't know. And we didn't know, oh, was that one of her plane? Was that her plane or this and that? I mean, it was just horrible
Yeah, definitely.
and everything. But, and then, you know, I did the same thing. They actually let us leave at work on 9/11, which I can't believe. I mean, that's the first time they've ever done anything like that. And then, so the first thing I did, you know, I mean, I was terrified. I didn't know if something else was going to have, you know, and I worked in a government building.
Right,
you know,
right.
so I didn't know if something was going to happen to our building.
Sure, yeah.
And so I went to and picked up my son at school. And I just assumed, and the city that I lived in was all government buildings. You know, it was the capital, and capital of Illinois. And so I thought everybody would be going to pick up their kids.
Right, right.
No, they all left them there. You know.
Well, they
And I
told
thought,
us
oh,
not
no.
to do. No, we went to get our kids. Like over here, we went to
I
get our
know,
kids.
that's
When we
what
got
you
there,
said
they
last
said,
night.
"We please don't take the kids out of the school."
Yeah.
They did not want the kids out of the school.
Yeah. See, I took mine because, you know, I'm thinking if something's going to happen to us, we're going to go together. And plus, my son was the only one that I had that was in school then, but I adopted him through foster care, and he only has a 56 IQ. And so, you know, I mean, if they were, they had brought TVs in so the students could watch what was going on. And no, somebody, if a kid only has a 56 IQ, they need the security of their parent
Oh,
and
they
be
see,
able
yeah,
to
they didn't do that in our
explain
school.
what was going on, you know, at his level and not the news level, you know, and everything. So, so I did go and get him, but I thought all those parents would and everything. I mean, they didn't tell me not to get them.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
We went down because I was
when
working.
I went there, but
yeah.
I thought everybody would be there getting their kids.
No, there were people
Like
getting their
that.
kids, but them going like myself. But they said no, leave the kids here. And I was working in
Yeah.
the same town, just like a couple of buildings over. I worked in the mortgage department of the bank in that town, so I went there on my lunch hour because we still had to work the rest of the day. They, they didn't give us off from work or anything, so I went down during my lunch hour, and I was going to take them home because my parents were here, and they said, "No, please don't take the kids out."
Yeah. Yeah, if they would have told me that and my child was a normal child,
Mm-hmm.
I would have kept him there and stuff. But I mean, if they said
We didn't think
anything
they were in
wrong,
any
he would
danger
have
in the
been
school,
traumatized.
and plus I was staying in the town, so I was closer to them at work than if I had brought them home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like 2 buildings
Yeah.
away. So I felt okay because the teachers really reassured us that and then most parents left their kids in the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought, because, I mean, everybody was running out of the buildings. I thought they were running to their family. I don't know if they were running to a bar or what, but they weren't getting their kids. Or even thinking about it
Yeah.
and everything, but I don't know. It's, that was my sister. I mean, that was a big, big tragedy in my life, but I'm just now, able to where I can talk about it and accept it
Mm-hmm.
and everything. I mean, that's what she didn't want to be here, and stuff, but it's taken a long time to get to that point. But oh well, I'll let you go. But that's,
All right. Well, I'm very sorry for your losses, and thank you for telling your story. And yeah, how are you
Okay.
doing in Arizona? You like it there?
I love it.
You do?
Yeah, it's a little hot, but
Yeah, I bet.
I don't know what it got up to today, but yesterday was 118 and everything that was around that today. We haven't broke 100 forever, so
Oh well.
yeah.
But it's dry.
But I'll take this over snow any day.
Really? Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for calling in,
That's-
Deb, and we'll talk to you
Okay,
soon.
love
All
you
right.
guys.
Bye. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So. Anyway, what else? That was Deb on the Move that was talking. Deb on the Move. Deb on the Move. Bring on the snow. You like the snow? Oh, God. It's okay for a little bit. Snow. The moon looks orange, whisper to me. I see the moon and the moon sees me. So, John Nelson, Thrifty. Yeah, there's not much news on that, on what John Nelson did. Thrifty Queen. We need a joke, but I don't know any. Hey, Heather, whatever. Yeah. Let me see something here. Football for Life. Well, that was a kind of a 9/11 story. Don't talk about snow yet. Oh, they made us work the whole day. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, hi, Raina Marie. You're up in Lake George? Oh, you should visit Lisa H. She's up in there. Maybe you'll see her. I'll have her sign off by 3:33 tonight, especially with the shed stuff tomorrow. Last week, a woman was found in Idaho. They found her car, and they found her in the river. No, I haven't heard any updates. There's a lot of things that don't have updates. What about that mother and the kids that were found in Texas? What about that? And the SUV. There's so many things that don't have updates. Hi, Sassy Darcy. They said she overdosed and the kids died of heat stroke. Is it? Oh my gosh, the one in Texas? She overdosed and the kids died of heat stroke? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Too bad one of them couldn't get her cell phone or something and call for help. Oh my gosh. Really? Hi, Alyssa. Oh, that's terrible.
Hi,
Hi.
can you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
There's an echo though. Do you have the YouTube on?
Do I?
Oh yeah, because I hear myself on your thing somehow.
No.
Okay. Now maybe.
Or wait, maybe I have it still on my phone.
It's my stress ball thing, Patty.
Why are you stressed out?
Oh, I'm always stressed out. Too much
Yeah.
stuff to do. Yeah.
I know. That's kind of like a. I wanted to ask you what shirt you're wearing.
Oh, it's just I like to think outside the, what is it? The quadrilateral, quadrilateral parallelogram.
That's cute. I was wondering if it was new merch.
Oh no, not this one. I just threw this one on. I've got to get a bunch more stuff. I have my sweatshirt in the dryer that I was going to put on.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but that's why I have to go. No, Jimmy took that stuff out. No, yes, he did. No, he didn't. I'm trying to think. No, I have to get my stuff out of the dryer. I did so much wash today. I don't know where I am. The Nelson family, that kid that was on my daughter's. The Nelson's family, that kid was on my daughter. Oh, really, Thrifty? They were on your daughter's soccer team? Which one? One of the boys? Did you hear anything? You must live in the area. Did you hear anything else, Thrifty, about it? About why?
Mommy, what do I press to be able to see the chat while I talk to you?
You have to put YouTube on something. You can't see it through Zoom. Can you get to YouTube on something? Like
on my
if you
on
just
my
yeah
TV or something?
yeah, or you could do it on another screen on your phone maybe, even though you're in Zoom. I think you can still do it, or a tablet or something. Can you do that?
I have another
12-year-old
tablet.
Yeah, that's what you probably have to do because I'm always on this side of Zoom, so I don't know.
Is somebody else on here?
Nobody.
Oh, I thought somebody said.
So did you hear anything else, Thrifty, about it? About a motive or what happened or anything? Good night, Tico. Hi, Julie Grayson. You heard the gunshots? Really? Wow. Do you want to call in, Thrifty, and tell us? Would you want to call in and tell us about it? What you know?
Wow, she heard that. They heard
Yeah,
that.
she's in that town. Kid played on the soccer team.
That's crazy.
Hi, Julie Johnson. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Florida Girl Lady.
Of course, my iPad is not charged, of course.
Are you still with your mom?
I am.
How's that working?
It's been tolerable
That's
because
good.
I've been working so much.
Yeah.
I work over 50 hours a week, usually 54. And I'm a nanny. And then it's funny that, well, it's not funny, but that you guys were mentioning 9/11 because one of the kids that I watch was born on 9/11.
Oh.
And he has a lot of issues, a lot of psychological, and he has ADHD, and then he also has, he's like, he could be a little bit autistic. We're still trying to figure out what it is exactly.
Uh-huh.
But it's so strange because when I met with them the first time, you know, this child was trying to push me away. And he was like, you know, are you sure you want to be our full-time nanny? You know, and like taking me outside and trying to pour water on me and things like that. And I knew immediately that he had abandonment issues and that he really needed love. And I really felt for him. And, you know, I've been with them since I think
Wow, 30. Yeah.
May, the beginning of May. And I mean, they're just so sweet. They really are so sweet. And it keeps me really busy.
Oh, that's good.
I
though.
mean, yeah. Because he's almost 7. He'll be 7 on September 11th. And then there's a 2.5-year-old too.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's a lot. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, definitely. That'll keep you busy.
Yeah, because her old nanny, they were in school, both of them. One was in preschool and the other one was in kindergarten. And then so she had that nanny do all the laundry, all of the dishes, and all of the trash.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, she had written on her, you know, profile that she wanted, you know, you to do all of that. But then she was like, with the COVID thing, it might be more kid related. And I'm thinking, you know, no shite.
Right, oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, obviously, I can't do all of that. And, you know, but I've been managing to pretty well. And this is the best paying job that I've ever had in my life, which is, it's so great. I'm really proud of myself. But it's been super hard, you know, still living with my mom. But what are you going to do? I just really want to save, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. So,
Yeah, no, it's
You
good.
know.
I mean, it's good that you can do that. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
yeah.
good that you're out of the house so much. It shouldn't be.
Yes. And keeping busy is the best advice that I've ever heard. Like, for any kind of situation, you know, even a death or anything
Hi, Ginger.
like that, you're supposed to just keep as busy as possible.
Mhm.
And that's,
Diana.
have you heard that too? I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, to do stuff and keep your mind occupied, yeah, sure. You know,
yeah, I think you do.
you just have,
Really
yeah, you
well
have to
at
do
that.
kind of what feels right. And sometimes it's, you know, you can just want to just lay down and wherever, you know, sit out or do nothing. And you just have to do
Right.
what you feel, you know, with that kind of thing, grieving. You just have to do what feels right for you. It's never going to be the same for everyone. And you can't let people tell you, oh, that you can't do this or you can't do that. You know, you just have to do what feels right.
Yeah.
That's it. So, children have such big hearts. Thrifty. Trying to see. So it's Thrifty. So you said you heard the gunshots. Your daughter goes by the bus stop and sees the house. Did you want to call in, Thrifty? Did you hear of any motive? Did you know the parents at all?
Gosh, I really want to see the chat.
You can't get it on or anything?
So I just don't know how people. So I gotta. I need to just press the home button on my phone and then go on to
Go to YouTube
YouTube.
and see what happens. Yeah, I think it shouldn't kick you out of Zoom. So you'll be able to
Okay.
see it through YouTube, but it'll be a little bit delayed.
Okay, let me try it. Oh,
Can you see it now?
yes. Okay, finally.
Okay.
Every single time I've called in, I've never been able to see the
Well,
chat.
Diana
I just can't
Thrifty,
see myself, but I can.
Queen
That's
is
good.
here, and she's talking about the family annihilation in Ohio because the son was on her child's soccer team, and her daughter was on a bus stop over there and stuff like that.
My room is such a mess right now. I'm almost embarrassed to, but I don't care. So there's my Scorpio. I can't see what you guys can see though.
Oh, we can now. We
see
can just
mommy
see,
in the screen.
yeah, we can just see your picture
Oh.
for some reason. Yeah.
So then, okay, so I'm watching on YouTube and I'm seeing you and I'm reading the comments, but I can't see the thing
So sorry. Yeah. Really
to
sorry.
do it.
I heard that the mom thought the kids were going in the pool, but they were screaming their lungs. I know the parents. Okay, wait a minute. I heard that said that the mom thought the kids were going in the pool, but they were screaming their lungs. I know the parents and the 12-year-old because my daughter went to soccer practice. She went to practice with the dad and the 12-year-old. What was the dad like? Do you want to call in, Thrifty? You don't have to be on camera.
Mommy, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, that was really weird. I just heard both of our voices echoing over each other, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
I can still hear it too. I don't know what's going on.
I can't hear that. Maybe, I don't know. You might have two things playing. You might have to mute one of the, like, I don't know, mute one of yours. I'm not sure. Yeah, prayers, Julie. So sorry about that. Oh, you can't call right now? Okay. Where did Scooter go? Let's see here. Uh-oh, we lost Alyssa. Oh no. Oh no. How did that happen? Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, Luann, I'm not going to be far behind you. I think at 3:33 is going to probably be my limit tonight. It's crazy.
How's Desi?
Desi's good. Desi's good. Can you please give a consent? What is this? Who is this? Brenda, what in the world are you talking about? So this is a picture of the oh, you must be behind in the video, Brenda. You're way behind. Okay. Hold on, this Brenda is way behind. Let me see if I can get a message to her. Oh, she did, Gigi? Not special. The dad was really nice. He taught soccer well with the other coach he practiced with and used the practice with the 12-year-old too, and the others are used to play soccer games with him in the practice. Yeah, I think I saw that their mom post something like that. Oh, Alyssa's supposed to have a funny story, Scooter said.
Oh, I did. Okay, so my mother, I've told you all about my mother, how she's a narcissist, and we don't get along very well. I live here, but not for long. I live here because I left my horrible ex, and now I'm just trying to save money. And anyhow, so anything I've ever done, is very reflective only on her. She does not care about anything else about how she looks. And so I went grocery shopping after work today, and I always find it depressing when you go grocery shopping after you leave a relationship. I don't know why, but it was the same with...
Is it because you see the other couples together? Is that what bothers you? Or just because you see all of the stuff you used to buy for him?
It's not the other couples. It's us being together.
No.
And I noticed that, and I know this is a fact, that grocery stores are very cold, and they do it kind of on purpose because they want you to be cold, and they play sad songs on purpose so that you just eat emotionally.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes, because I thought it was so weird after my divorce. I was like, why every time are they playing like the saddest songs? And I would call, the girlfriend, I'd be like, ooh, like just so sad.
Yeah.
And it was like the worst thing. Like the worst thing to do after a breakup is going grocery shopping. And then, my this last ex, he used to do a lot of the grocery shopping, for me, which was nice for us. But, and maybe I took it for granted. I didn't realize like the time and effort that he did. But I mean, once I figured out about his ladies of the night friends, yeah. So anyhow, so I go grocery shopping, and I'm picking up everything, and I'm on the phone with one of my girlfriends, and I'm like, gosh, I hate that nowadays they give you these paper bags, and then they overfill them, and I'm like, I'll pay whatever for how many bags, because I've got my ADD. I'm not going to remember to bring in my bags. It's just never going to happen. So I'm like, just please, so lo and behold, they overfill them, and I'm like, gosh, this is going to be a mish. So I bring it all in, and then I bring it here, and then my girlfriend and I always joke because, when I like to drink just cheap vodka. It's, I've been, I like to have a couple of shots after or whatnot. And so whenever I would order it or anything like that, and I'd be like, what's the largest cheap vodka that you have? If I went to the liquor store, just as a joke, and she would just start laughing. So I immediately, I'm taking my things out of the car at this point, and I'm going to put them in my mom's house. And the one thing that decides to roll out of the bag is my cheap vodka, which is plastic, thank God. But it literally rolled out of my, the whole place, and down the whole street. And her and I were already laughing, and I had my headphones, and we were laughing about something else. And then I'm like, oh my God, no. Oh my God, you don't know what I'm laughing about. And I'm like, I'm chasing a vodka bottle down the street right now. With my mask on at my house. Like, it was just so hysterical. And then she goes, that is the meme for 2020 right now. Like,
right.
Perfect meme. And I have not laughed that hard for so long. I just really needed it. It was just so funny.
Funny.
It was just hilarious.
Oh,
And then my mother wasn't there, but she was like, "Your mother would have died," she was so.
mm-hmm.
And then I ended up telling my mom, and then my mom goes, "Oh my gosh, like, oh, I bet people saw." I'm like, no one was out there. Like, but that's the first thing she said. Who saw? So that was my funny story.
Oh, okay. Cute. That was nice.
I mean, it really is the meme for 2020 right now. But I have hope that it's going to turn around.
Mm.
Not the coronavirus. I mean, I don't know about that, but I feel like 2020 isn't going to end up being this bad. I hope.
I don't know.
I mean, for coronavirus as well, but not just that. I just feel like there's got to be something positive. I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Yeah, that's good.
You know.
Yep. Yeah. Hold on. Someone's texting me. I don't know who's texting me. Okay. Oh, let's see.
Did you get texts?
Do I what? Yeah, I get texts from everybody. Usually.
Oh, you got them. Anyone?
No. Well, kind of. Not really. Just checking in on what I'm doing. Because I have people, like, they're in London or they're, in New York or they're on the West Coast. Yeah, so it's everybody's different times, but.
So whatever ended up happening with your sister?
Oh, nothing yet. In fact, I opened her gifts and I went to give her a thank you card, and Jimmy went to drop it off, and no one was at the house today at all. So I don't know where they went.
Wow.
Yeah, but maybe tomorrow.
So you brought gifts, or she?
She brought me two gifts. No, she left them at the house the other day, and I just opened them today. And so I just sent a thank you card, and then I said, "Here, drop this off," because I had a prayer card from Raymond. And so he said she wasn't there. So nobody was there. Her son wasn't there either, so I don't know where they all went. Yeah.
That's odd.
Yep.
Do you think that they were really there and just not answering, or?
Oh, no, there were no cars.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say, were there cars now?
Yeah, no cars, not at all. So, and then I rode around the lake a few times on my bike, and they were all no cars at the house, and that was up to like 8 o'clock almost.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know the last time I heard about your sister was that when your daughter called in, and then I remember thinking, "Oh no, is she calling in because maybe the sister heard what she was saying or something like that?" But I never.
No, yeah.
To the recap.
Yeah, I really don't think my sister watches, believe it or not. I don't think she does.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she does, no. No, if she tunes in, she probably tunes in for like 2 minutes, and then she probably loses. She's not, I don't know, she's different.
You don't even think she would go under like a private?
Oh, no, definitely not. She goes to sleep with the chickens, first of all. Yeah,
okay.
And, yeah.
You know her schedule, yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't be watching.
I mean, not like it would really matter, it's like you're not saying anything that you don't truly feel, that you probably wouldn't.
Oh, right, yeah.
You would say to her face, so
yeah,
it's kind of like,
she
fine if she did.
Yeah, she's,
That's just crazy to me, like, if I had a sister that had this great, like, I would think that I would be on there.
None of them are. I mean, like, my oldest brother, who's the attorney, he watched a couple of things and he's like, "Oh, it's very good." It's very, like, when I was doing I think he watched the Betty Broderick one or some other one, and but he doesn't tune in on a regular basis that I know of. My other brother thinks I have a radio show, so, and then my other brother is just so totally out of it, he probably doesn't know anything.
That little radio show of hers.
Yeah, my radio show.
That's so That's so strange.
Yeah.
Do they not have, I mean, are you guys different? I didn't even know you had a brother.
I have three
Are you
brothers.
guys different? Oh, you have three?
I have three brothers. Yeah, yeah, we're all different. But yeah, my one brother, like, he's not very computer savvy. The oldest one is, but I don't think he watches YouTube. I mean, he did.
Well, I don't think you have to be computer savvy to
No, but I mean,
go
I
into
know
YouTube.
he did watch it a couple of, but I just don't think that's his gig. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think he is. And yeah, he's not really sure like what you do on here. Like, you know, what do you do on here? Like, what the freak are you doing? Kind of thing. Like,
I mean, it's more of there's more women in the group, I would say, but I don't know.
he's another one. They go to bed very, very early, and they get up really super duper.
You don't
early.
think they watch replays?
No, I don't. They live a really fast.
Crazy.
They live a very fast-paced life. They have 3 homes. Then they travel. They used to travel extensively. You can't travel now, but he still goes on, you know, fishing excursions and down in, you know, all kinds of things. He still.
So 3. So you have 3 brothers and 1 sister.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Everybody's older.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my brothers are way older, so.
That's so funny because I remember listening to you talk about your sister, and I remember thinking, you must be younger, because I always get that vibe. I just know.
Oh yeah, I'm the
It's
youngest.
weird.
Yeah.
You can even tell, like with twins, who's the younger one, and I mean, it's strange. I don't know what it is, but you can just
Right.
the moment that they speak of the other one, you can tell which one is younger and which one isn't, just because of the way that they, you know, speak to each other, or just how their personalities are.
Right. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yep. So I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, my brothers are not. The middle one is like not into being on a computer at all, or I don't think he does anything. I mean, he does go on Facebook just to say something, but he's not. He would never. He thinks it's a radio show. That's how much he's on. And then my youngest brother, he's completely changed since his divorce. He's never gotten over his wife, so he's he's like a changed man. I don't understand. She was no great prize, so I don't know what, you know. But yeah.
So he's just like closed.
And it's been a long time, and he's had other, you know, very professional women that have been the mayors of towns in New Jersey and everything, pretty beautiful, and he
won't get over.
He's freaking stuck on. Yeah, it was just crazy. Yeah.
Is that why none of his relationships work out? It's because he's still
Probably not. He doesn't want to be. He's just.
Well, what's she doing?
What? Oh, she's moved on. She's moved on.
And he just still can't get. Do they still talk?
I don't think too much anymore. No, I don't think so.
That's super bizarre then, because I could see if she was kind of leading him on.
No, she's
some way,
not.
and they
Not
still
at all.
Spoke
Not at all.
all the time. No.
No.
Wow, that's sad.
No, but he's like checked out of life, really.
Oh my
Yeah, 'cause I
gosh.
talked to his daughter like a couple of months ago.
They had
and
kids
she's like,
together?
3 very successful kids. His son is a lawyer, who's works at a
That's good.
huge. He's the lawyer for a huge hospital in New York City, and his daughters are very successful. They're out in Colorado, and you know it's.
Great.
But he's just, you know.
How did it end? She was cheating or something?
No. It just ended. Neither one was cheating. It just, you know, it just ended. They never. They opposites attract. They're very, very different. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the greatest marriage. It really wasn't. They would have like huge fights sometimes when they would come up here. A couple that I can know, that I know of. You know, it wasn't like this great love story. It's like so hard to believe, like he's this broken up over it this many years, like that he can't move on. It wasn't some
So
big
was it
giant.
like his first love? Did he not?
No, he had he had first loves and stuff, and he was a good looking guy and everything. But it was funny because when he was up here, my gosh, this is how long ago it was. Ethan, who's 13, was like 2, and he was saying that one night, even with the other woman that he was with, he started to text the ex-wife, and he didn't realize he had the wrong number, and the woman that he texted kept texting back, but she was saying something like, "You're barking up the wrong tree." And then he would say,
my
so they were
God.
going back and forth, he said, for like 2 hours. And he was like, and he's like, I was giving her all my best stuff, and I really thought it was her. And this woman just kept saying, like, things like that. You're barking up the wrong tree. This is never going to go anywhere. And then he found out it wasn't the wife's number. Yeah. And that would be funny if those two, got together. That would be a really funny story then. But
I know.
yeah, but it wasn't. It was the wrong person. It was somebody else. He messed up with a number. Or something.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh, that's awful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I actually lost my phone for 2 hours 2 days ago when I was dropping off one of the kids that I nanny for to their Minecraft class. It's
Oh yeah.
they wear their mask, and, they do their social distancing and everything. But I have the 2-year-old too, so I just kind of got frazzled, and I put my phone on the hood of my car, and then I drove off, and then I went back to my boss's house, and we called my phone, and a guy answered, and he was walking with his little baby girl, and then I went over there, and he was so cute, and he was so nice, but he had a baby, and she's probably almost 2, and I figured the mom must be around, but I was thinking, gosh, wouldn't that be strange if I always thought something like that, like that's so funny how things like that happen, and it was very nice, and I don't
Jenny,
know.
where do you live, Jenny? Because I'd like to know where you live, that you say it's nonsense what I said about not having to take the kids out of school. Where do you live, Jenny?
Oh yeah, it's different in California and in New York. Like we're on a different.
Jenny is saying some smack here. Sorry.
No, I mean New York and California are different from like pretty much all the United States. We have a lot in California.
Yeah. Amber. Oh, and somebody asked me how long they were together. It was a long time. My gosh. It was, had to be at least, oh my gosh. Let me see. Trying to think if my father knew before he died. I think it was just starting then, so it might have been 2006, and they got married in like 27 years.
Oh,
Something like that, yeah.
that's hard. And then he's dated.
Not you, Jeanette. Jenny. There's one in here named Jenny who just said I'm talking a bunch of nonsense. There she goes. I also remember hearing the New York News, and the reporters said they were saying to take children out of the schools because they fear that there were bombs in schools. Jenny, where are you talking about? Do you even know where I live before you're saying it's nonsense that's what they told me? Where do you live, Jenny?
Yeah, it's completely different.
Why don't you answer me, Jenny? You want to come up on panel, Jenny? I'll speak about it with you.
I mean, they don't even want us going anywhere like into another state.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know. New York
New
doesn't want
York and
anybody
California,
here. Yeah.
like every other state, they're like,
Yeah, they're
they
banning
think
them all.
We're
Yeah.
all dirt. Like, whoa, like, because my ex-husband has his parole thing coming up in Arkansas, and I called to see, and they're like, oh no, you need to quarantine 2 weeks if you're gonna even come out here at all. Like, they're like, ew, you're from California. It's like the worst. I'm like, hi buddy. Yeah, it's different everywhere. I don't even like to watch the news. All it does is give me anxiety. It's like coronavirus this, coronavirus that.
Jenny's furries. Oh, it's 333, is it? 332,
Oh, yeah.
almost 332 here. Not 333 yet.
12:33 here.
Jenny, where'd you go, Jenny? There we go. Where'd Jenny go?
I still can't see the chat, so I have no idea.
I know, Two Scooter. Okay, I'm curious of where Jenny lives because she's talking about seeing it on the news and hearing the reporters. It doesn't even sound like she's in the state of New York, but much less the city. So, Jenny, where do you live, Jenny's Furries? And where'd you go now? Because I'd love to have you come up here and speak with me. You want to call me out and say that I'm lying, but you don't want to talk now, do you? She's not here. Is she not here? Did she leave? Imagine that. Oh, Jenny's Furries. Come on.
There are so many people that are just so ignorant. There was this one thing that I looked up. It is somewhere in Arkansas. I guess it's awful. It's called, I think, Harrington, Arkansas, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and there was a white man holding up a sign that said Black Lives Matter, and the reaction of these people, they're like, "You're white, or are you an idiot?" Just saying all these things. And then this one lady comes out and she goes, "Oh yeah, you'll do that here, but I bet you wouldn't do it in Chicago or New York where they're killing people. You'd be too scared." And I'm like, that's where they would actually understand that Black Lives Matter. Like,
Carol?
You would not,
Oh, and they're scared
so
to come
stupid.
up on
They're so ignorant. They just do not. I don't know. It's crazy.
I think the trolls are changing shifts. Yeah, either that or Jenny got too scared. Jenny from the block. She's
sure
definitely not Jenny from the block because Jenny from... Oh, there she is. Hey, there she is. Oh, Jenny, you're gonna respond to Jeanette, but you're not gonna respond to me? Are you gonna come up on panel and I want you to tell me to my face that I'm speaking nonsense?
You're a mind reader, because I said Jenny from the block in my head before you said that.
Jenny?
Where?
Are you going to come up, Jenny? You're a fellow New Yorker, right, Jenny? Aren't you in New York, Jenny? Because you know so much about everything. Are you a fellow New Yorker, Jenny? No, if you were a fellow New Yorker, you'd be up on the freaking panel. And not behind a keyboard without an avatar, Jenny. Jennifer.
Jenny.
I couldn't really, oh gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Jenny's scared. I don't know, Jared.
It's good to laugh. This is the second funniest thing that's happened all day.
Come on, Jenny. I'm up for it. You scared, Jenny? Are you
Jenny.
scared? You scared, Jenny, to come up? I don't bite. I'm prepared for a battle of the wits. Are you unarmed? I think Jenny's unarmed.
I know. Should we just like not just have the mods not, delete the trolls and just let them come on and see
They
what we
don't
get
see
tonight?
that's the thing about them. They're so scared when you call them out. They come in here with their,
Yeah, I
you know,
know.
they're just talking all this junk behind the keyboard and no avatar, but they don't really want to come up.
I know. Even before anybody is to block them or anything, like they still wouldn't do anything. They would never call or put their face. They will never put their face.
Were your kids in
online.
school in New York, Jenny? Where in New York are you from, Jenny? She's probably in Australia or something, and she can't come on because she's got an Australian accent, and she can't even fake a New York accent.
Hey, that's probably not even her name.
Right, Jenny's Furries. Jenny's Furries. I think I see my little friend the mouse again.
No.
Where are you, Jenny?
Jenny.
Come on, Jenny.
Oh, she's not Jenny from the block. We know
She's
that
scared,
much.
Jenny. Is she even in the chat anymore, or did she go off running? She told Jeanette she better call the suicide hotline. She came back to say that, but she could come up. She's just
What?
pretending.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anything's going on. I'm sure with Jeanette, but she
Oh,
said
my
you better call the suicide hotline, is what she said.
Oh,
She came back to say that, but she can't come back to come on panel. Oh, Move Two's
Wow.
here.
that's not okay.
Jenny seems to have memories of what you said when the night. Gee, good memory. I think not. I just wish Jenny would come up here. I don't know why they come in. They're really, you just show what a coward you are, Jenny.
I know. I wish there was like something that
You're
would
going to come in and say something.
you know,
Come on up and say
go
it.
straight to the chat if you're a troll. If you say anything negative, well, then you're just automatically transferred to the call. And just
She's
like,
either, obviously she's somebody very recognizable from YouTube with her voice and doesn't know how to disguise it, or she's somebody in Australia or the UK, and so she can't even pretend to be a New Yorker. But I think,
I think that's even giving her too much credit.
yeah.
I think she's just probably
Is your
some
name Nikki or
behind the keyboard, just like.
Roberta or somebody else, Jenny, from the block?
It's funny because I have my YouTube on sometimes when I go to sleep, and I put it on my television, and Jenny from the block, Jennifer Lopez, an interview with her came on, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. And she had written a book, and it was personal, and it was kind of about her codependency and things like that. And I was like, oh, I can identify with that. And then the host asked her, this is an interesting question, the host says, and she goes, what would your last, 4 relationships say why you guys, broke up?
Mm-hmm.
And, I thought of what mine would say, and I thought it was pretty, I have a good idea. And, Jenny from the block, she totally like tried to not do that answer. She was like, and it's like, she knew the answer, and she was kind of like, well, maybe I was just too much, like kind of pretending. And then she's like, I think maybe because, I have too many people around me, and the interviewer's kind of like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
BS, like you're not going to tell us, and it's kind of funny because that is just so telling, though. That question is very telling.
Right, yeah.
If anyone thinks about that and they're kind of, wondering why,
Right.
it's true. If all of them kind of say the same thing, like, there's your answer, and because her whole book was about working on yourself and being alone and learning how to be alone. So you would think that she would kind of just
learning how to be alone, but she hasn't been alone.
She hasn't.
Right. And she wrote a book on learning how to be alone. That's funny.
Right. And then she wouldn't even answer, a really important question, because that would make sense. I mean, they would have all clearly thought that, clearly you're codependent and then, probably something else that she just didn't even feel comfortable sharing. I'm like, okay. Bye, Jenny from the block.
Jen Doe is giving us
Get a lot out of
the
it.
actual Jenny's a bad name. Jenny Doe. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Jenny.
I just don't. Poor Jenny. She must be really troubled. I think what they were counting on, that I didn't see the chat and they'd come in and say something, but I saw it, and then she still couldn't come back, but she still wanted to say one more thing to Jeanette and stuff.
So she said.
She said, Carolyn's telling you all a bunch of nonsense, that they didn't want you to take the kids out of school. They wanted their parents to take them out of school. She's telling you a bunch of nonsense, because then she said, I even remember reporters on TV, and they said they explicitly wanted the kids out of school because of this. And she doesn't even know what she's talking about. What district is she even talking about? Where in New York is she even talking about? Does she even know where in New York I am? She's out of her mind, Jenny. You better go talk to your furries, because they're the only ones that'll believe you is your furries. I'm glad you have furries, because they're the only things that you can lie to. Jenny. Oh my gosh. She probably, I bet you she doesn't even live in the United States. That's probably why she can't come on. Jenny. Either that, or she's a recognizable person on YouTube, and we say, I know who that is, and I know where you came from.
The block.
And I know you're watching us. Because you have no line.
Yeah, I think it's probably like from one of those nasty channels.
Yeah, get back on the bus, Jenny, and get back
sure.
on the block.
Stay on the block.
Flag the bus driver down and get on the bus, Jenny. Bye.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Jenny.
Good to laugh.
Yeah.
It's like these trolls, sometimes they don't realize that, they're actually giving us like an inside joke and something that
freak out.
giving us
phantom.
Giving us fun.
Oh, Samantha Kister is new.
I have to go
I've
potty.
never seen her, but she's laughing out loud. I'm so funny. Oh, okay. Did you see Jenny? Did you see Jenny, Samantha?
Oh.
Where'd Jenny go? Running? Let's see. Let's see if she's in. Is she listed in the chat anymore, Jenny? Oh no, Jenny's gone. Aw, Jenny. Oh, Jenny. Back go, Jenny.
I'm gonna let Scorpio have it while I potty really quick.
Okay.
He's so sweet. He'll let me do whatever. You want earphones?
Oh, Jenny. Oh, Allison Parker. Hi, Allison Parker. You're brand new too, aren't you? Jenny is a troll that came in here and thought I wasn't going to see her saying I was a liar about something, but when I saw her and I called her out on it and I asked her to come up, she ran away with her furries between her legs. Her tail. Her furry tail. Oh boy. Too much info, Sassy, yeah? She took her spoon and she ran for the hills. When they really can't take the heat in the kitchen, can they? If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. And that's what she did. She got right out. Maybe it's the same person, the one that had the kitty cats, and I thought Moo didn't like that we were laughing that she drove cats to Petco. Could have been. Yeah. They're under every rock.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the trolls are, and the bridges, because they can't take it.
You know what, Mommy? I'm not sure if I asked you this before or not, but have you ever looked into the Maura Murray case?
The which one?
Maura Murray.
Yeah, but what is
Yeah.
it? Tell me. I might know it, but not just by that name.
So
Her furry
she
tail,
was
Alma.
in her early 20s, and she went to.
Oh, Jenny's here.
well,
Jenny's
she
here.
was
Wait a
from
minute.
New Hampshire.
Jenny's here. Looks like no one can disagree with Carolyn. No, Carolyn's not going berserk, Jenny. Carolyn wants you to come up here. I would love to hear you tell me how I'm wrong. I'll
Send
listen
her
and
the
I'll be
email
quiet.
so she can
Send
call
me
in.
an email and I'll send you the link so you can get your butt up here and tell me how I'm wrong. Because you can disagree with me, but I'm not going to let you lie about me. How about that? Come on, Jenny. Or are you not brave enough? Where do you live in New York, Jenny? Where do you think I live in New York? Come on, Jenny. You can come up here. Come on, I'll mute while you're talking. Let's go. Bring all your points up here. Tell me how I'm wrong, Jenny. This is not going berserk. Let's go.
She said you're going.
She said, yeah, you
berserk.
can't disagree with me because I go berserk. If this is going berserk, you've never seen somebody go berserk, especially somebody from New York, because this is not berserk. You have not seen berserk, hun.
Really?
You can't handle berserk. Where's Jenny?
Clearly. That's why
Berserk?
they won't
How
go
is that
on.
berserk?
They would not go.
Wow, berserk.
They won't call. They won't.
Is she talking about Maura Murray, Liz Stewart? I guess so, yeah.
Yes. I've been so into this ever since I watched the episode of there's the disappeared episode of her, and there's been a Dateline, there's been everything. It's been such, and I didn't even know this, but you know, when after I watched the disappeared, I got so into it because usually when I watch those disappeared stories, I kind of have an idea of what could have happened to them. And this one, you know, I was just so stumped. And then I realized and I found that there's such a huge community about people who really want to know what happened to Maura Murray and her family. You know, they're all trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's just really bizarre. It's one of those things that's like you look at the whole entire story, you dissect it and everything, and you still really do not know what happened. I would love Mommy to look into it because I think if anybody could figure it out, it would be you, for sure. So, yeah, if you ever want to.
I know Moo. She's probably just a wannabe one. Where's Jenny? Did she leave?
She got on. She left
Let me
again.
see. She left again? Let me see. No, she's here. She's just scared to talk. She's in the list. Jenny, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Your furry cat got your tongue? Jenny? You can just email me and you can come on here.
She probably doesn't know, but you could see if she's still on there or not.
Come on, Jenny. You can disagree with me. Let's go. I know, right? See me? Connie would say, yeah.
That is just so absurd for someone to even say.
Come on, Jenny.
And that just shows how bizarre that they are, that they think that you would make something up like that. That means that they would make something up like that.
Okay.
You
well,
know?
Mr. Church, I
It's,
think
it's
I've never
creepy.
seen you before. Are you Jenny's friend? Come on, Jenny. Oh, here's Jenny. Just look at the. No, I don't want. No, Jenny. I don't
Call
want to look
in,
at the
Jenny.
YouTube news of 9/11. Sorry,
Jenny.
Jenny. We lived it. Okay. Reporters said you could listen. Sweetheart, where are the schools you're talking about? Where do my children go to school, Jenny? Do you live in New York, Jenny? I don't think so. Don't tell me what my school said because I went to my school. Are you talking about schools in Manhattan? What are you talking about, Jenny? Because you don't know much. I don't have to listen to YouTube, a 9/11. I get that proves you don't know a thing about it firsthand. Oh my gosh. Go listen to YouTube.
How are
I
you
love
going
when
to tell
people say
somebody
that.
what
They don't have facts. They
somebody
go,
did with their kids on that day?
no, but they always
Or
do
could or
that
could
when
not do with their
people
children on
don't
that
know
day.
the facts. They go, oh, go listen to this person or go to this person's blog. No, you tell me. You're the one in here talking smack, not the person on the YouTube channel. You're the one talking smack, Jenny.
And if she's so passionate about it, then why not just call
Yeah,
in
why
and
don't you
talk?
come on up here, Jenny?
If you're going to call someone a liar, and it's not okay.
Let's go, Jenny. Jenny. Aren't you embarrassed for yourself, Jenny? Actually, I live in Brooklyn. Oh, really? Well, okay. Maria? Are you Maria, Jenny? Are you Maria's kitty cats, Jenny? Why don't you use your real name, Maria? Call in, Maria.
What is going on right now? I'm like, I don't know.
Where do my kids go to school? You're calling me a liar, Maria? Kitty cats? Jenny's clearing. Oh, chatting, yeah.
What was that sound that it came on?
What sound? You heard a sound?
It was a little earlier.
Oh. She just
I don't know if it was
everybody see me. Yeah.
Shakira making fun of my voice again. I think she said I think she's a vocal fry or something.
Who did?
Like a California girl typical thing. They think that like we talk like this, like a parrot, but that's my voice. Like it's just from yelling and
Maria Kitty Cats lives
being
in,
an abusive relationship.
I believe she lives in Brooklyn. And she's got cats, obviously Maria Kitty Cats, and her kids are in Rockland County, I believe, or one of them is. Well, I just saw this about the body being found, so I clicked it, but someone is being bullied. Yeah, cabin life at Eden Springs, aren't you? I know where you're from, and we're being bulliers here. Yeah, we're big bullies here. No, it's not called being bullied. It's called when a troll comes into your chat to call you out on what they say is lies and you're telling the truth. No, we're not being bullies. We're asking them to come up and tell me to my face. Okay? That's not being a bully, Cabin Springs, but we'll see you later.
Well, and you don't tell somebody that they're lying about.
I know at Cabin Springs. I've
their
seen them in the other
children,
I've seen the channels they
school.
frequent, and it's quite evidence where you come from. Jen H., we used to have somebody in here named Maria Kitty Cats, and she would be one day hot, one day cold, one day hot, one day cold, and now she's somebody's best friend who is a big bully. And so is Cabin Springs. Friends of the big bullies. But they want to come in here and say, oh, I was coming in here to see that, but somebody's being bullied. What did she say? She said I was full of nonsense in what I said that my children's school told us on 9/11. That's what she said. And she said, Carolyn is telling you all nonsense. and you can't disagree with Carolyn because she goes berserk. And that's not true. I asked her to come here and tell me what district she's talking about. That's wonderful, but I've seen you at different channels, Cabin. Okay? And for you to come in here and say someone's being bullied shows you are. I also have a cousin that lives in Manhattan. Good. Good. We're not talking about Manhattan, Jenny. My children don't go to school in Manhattan, Jenny. Maybe if you knew anything, you wouldn't shoot off your mouth without knowing what you're talking about. That's why I'm asking you, where do my children go to school, Jenny?
It's just really not funny. The school told you to not pick them up, and then, people were not allowed to leave that building because
We
somebody
worked all
told
day,
them
Jenny.
to not leave that building. Like, are you kidding me? This is not, like, that's not even cool.
Okay, that's great, Cabin Life, but you said we're being bullies, and we're not being bullies. We're being trolled, and we're standing up for ourselves. Okay,
I'm so
if
sick
it's
of
not a channel
these
you watch, then
people
why
being
are you here calling
rude.
us bullies?
The only bully would be somebody insinuating that Carolyn is lying about
We went
not
over
being
the
able
body
to pick up her
in the
children
beginning.
on 9/11, and she's recently lost a child, and you MFers need to just literally get ghost, because I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick
Why
of
would
it.
you
It's
say
just so
somebody's being bullied,
inappropriate.
Cabin Life? Why would you say somebody's being bullied before you even knew the story? Okay? So you coming in here out of the blue when you've never been here before, and I know I've seen your comments on other channels, you to come here and say somebody's being bullied, okay, that's not a coincidence. Sorry. And you didn't even have the facts, and you're throwing that out. Where's Jenny? Why doesn't she get her butt up here? Go
Exactly.
back.
Why don't any of them?
See ya, Cabin Life. Bye-bye.
They're just a bunch of cowards and disgusting bullies. They really are.
See you later. Watch who you call
There's
bullies.
They're just cowards. They're pathetic. They're losers.
Where's Jenny?
Internet warriors. Hide behind their screen. It's
Jenny, what
so
district do my kids
inappropriate.
go to? Did I say my kids went to school in Manhattan or Brooklyn? I don't think so, Jenny.
Sickening. I just don't know where people get off talking about anybody's children or
Oh,
anything
they
like
sit
that.
in
It's-
discords and they all egg each other on. Go in there, do a raid on them. Yeah, go in there and disrupt their chat.
For what? Like,
Because they have no
that's
life.
how they get their jollies.
They have no lives. That's why. If there was a bomb in the school, they would not ask the parents to come. Bomb in the school. First of all, the school officials wouldn't even talk like that, because that would create a frenzy. Come get your children because they think there could be a bomb in the school. Yeah, they would never talk that way. It's not worth becoming a member here. Oh, yeah, like you were going to become a member here. You've never even been here, except you're in here Carolyn will go hysterical. See, you have no facts. You can't come up on panel. I'm upset with you because you won't put up. Put your money where your mouth is, Jenny. Get up on panel and tell me. Why are you running around in the comments like this?
It's been like, what, a half an hour or an hour since she's been doing this, but she doesn't have the time to call in or.
Right, I know. They never have the time. I can't call in.
Right.
I can't.
You can sit there and message. Okay.
But I can come in here and tell you you're telling everybody nonsense, and I don't even know where your kids go to school, but you're telling everyone nonsense.
It's funny because everybody that is on your channel and your subscribers and, you know, because you're non-nonsense. Oh, God, the nerve. It makes me so upset because it's just so beyond inappropriate.
Jenny. And then they want you to think, oh, I was going to become a member, and what do they want you to do? Like, oh no, Jenny, were you really going to become a member, and now you're not? Oh, Jenny,
Really
come
needed
on.
you, you know, to
Come
make
on,
her
Jenny, I need
channel,
you to become a member. Oh, Jenny's not going to be a member now. And that's exactly what Maria Kitty Cats did. That's exactly the first threat she pulled out. She said, and I'm not reviewing. I can't wait till my membership runs out so I don't have to be a member here anymore. How you doing, Maria?
Oh my God.
How you doing, Maria? She's under Jenny's furries
Said, I
now.
can't wait until my membership.
Yeah, and that's the
runs
first thing that
out.
she said. No, that's why nobody wants to be a member. Jenny.
Wow. That's crazy.
She said, go listen to the 9/11 on YouTube, and then you'll see that all the reporters said for the parents to come get their kids because of the possible bombs in the school.
She does realize that there's more than one school.
She
New
does,
York,
yeah.
right?
And she doesn't
there
even
could have been
understand.
different
I am
times.
not going to waste my time. You see, even it is not going to waste you. You've been wasting your time. What have you freaking been doing?
Right. I told you they were
And
going to say
saying
that. I knew
things
they were
that
going to
you
say
are
that.
going
I'm
to
just
go
not gonna
berserk.
waste my
No,
time.
I'm not going to go berserk. No, I'm not. You bring your facts, and I'll show you mine. You can't call me. It's not. You
Mommy
have
already
plenty
said
of
that
time.
she would put herself on mute and let you talk.
You have plenty of time. You don't have the facts to call in, is what it is. You don't have facts to back up what you're saying, and you're going to look like a fool, is what it is.
Why can't you just come on and speak, and then she'll put herself on mute, and then
Yeah,
you can
bring your
just
facts up here. You got all those facts,
say what you need
remember?
to say.
Bring them up here. Let's go.
I mean, that's the biggest waste of time is talking about it for like how long, and then
Yeah.
and then you're not going
Yeah,
to
and
like
not
back
gonna
it
waste
up.
her time,
Like
her
that would be
precious
called
time.
a waste of time.
Maria. Oh boy, Maria. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's Maria Teacup. Their style is the same. They
That
went
sounds
right for
like
the
it.
membership card, even though
Now
they're
that you
not a
said that.
member. And yeah, yep. Tomorrow she'll leave comments elsewhere saying, you can't disagree with her because she'll go berserk. Oh, who's getting lippy? Oh, okay. Just joining the chat. What does 9/11 have to do with anything? Well, getting lippy, I guess you missed the last two lives, huh? Okay. Maria Kitty Cats, Alma.
You've been dealing with a lot for a long time, Mommy.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even realize.
And Maria Kitty Cats was up and down, up and down, up and down. From the first time she told me that, I chased that nice lady Moo out because I laughed and said when she drove cats to Petco because it hit me the wrong way. And Moo was laughing and she said, Moo left. Carolyn laughs at the most inappropriate times and things, and you chased that Moo lady out of here. And I said, she's still here, Maria Kitty Cats. Okay, she's right here. Yeah, oh, it was crazy.
Well, so she thought that you were laughing at something that was inappropriate, like
Yeah,
as
that
like a
Moo driving
cruelty
cats to
to an
Petco, and
animal
Moo
or
was
something.
hysterical. Moo couldn't stop laughing, and she kept thinking that Moo was offended, and everybody was laughing that was on the panel.
Well, and you have animals. I mean, like clearly,
Because I thought when
and
Moo
if
said,
she was laughing, that's all that would matter. Obviously, she knew it was a
Yeah.
joke. I mean, what?
yeah, Maria,
This is like the most empathetic group ever. I mean, you wouldn't have, the people that you have if that was the truth. They just don't.
you've changed your name, Getting Lippy. What was your old name, Getting Lippy? Everybody was laughing hysterical because the way Moo said it, I pictured the cats coming out of these Manhattan apartments and the doorman taking them to the car and saying, okay, now Felix here just wants to go to Petco. He wants to get some treats and stuff. Will you have him back on time? Okay. And then she's like chauffeuring these cats around, and then it became hysterical.
So they thought that was bad? She was trying to say that was bad.
She was saying that was bad, that we were laughing about that, and she said that I chased Moo off, and Moo was never going to come back on, and Moo was so, because I laugh at inappropriate things, and I kept saying Moo is here, and then Moo was saying hello to her from the panel, and said, I'm not offended, I'm laughing. I have to
First
mute
of all,
'cause
so
I'm
many
laughing.
people have cats and animals. Like you share your animal. We all are animal lovers and everything.
Yeah. Everybody was hysterical that night, and then I think it was a Patreon meeting that it was, and she just went nuts, and she just said that, oh, she can't believe it, or it was, we were talking about the Patreon meeting after, because I don't think she was ever
I
a
see.
Patreon, so
So
we
what
were
had
talking
happened?
about it, and she says, oh, this and that and the other thing. Oh my gosh. Right, she went to the little man.
There's so many creeps. And then also, I don't know. What do you think, Mommy? Do you think that there's been more internet soldier creeps since COVID, or like the same amount?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not noticing it for anything from the virus, but
Yeah.
just yeah. I mean, there's a lot more
Because
people
some people
on.
are saying more people now, but I'm like, I honestly feel like there's the same
They're
amount
the
of.
same creeps as before. They're
Yeah.
the same creeps. They
That's
just have
kinda what I
no.
thought
They don't
too.
get a life, so they just keep going
Because they,
on.
they were doing the same thing before the COVID anyway, so
Oh,
I don't
Serenity
think they
now.
really care.
Okay. And I got a little smart with my name. Oh yeah. Okay. Welcome back. Jenny's very. Yeah, Jenny's gone now. Okay.
gone.
Oh, Jenny.
What a surprise.
All right, Jenny.
Another troll that will never call, that will never even
I've
speak.
been using my maker
you.
a lot, Samantha, a lot. I've been putting stuff on Instagram that I've been making. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see. And I was just doing some stuff today. I was doing a cutting board for my son's kitchen, but I'm getting aggravated with that one because I don't know whether it's because it's the glass texture or whatever. I'm so picky and I don't like any of it, and I'm going crazy with it. But I love my Cricut, and I'm learning more and more and more on it. Yeah, you can say it, Donna Marie. Why does Jenny keep hanging on with remarks? Because she just, that's exactly what Maria Kitty Cats would do. Maria Kitty Cats would say horrible things, and then she'd kind of say something nice. I think that maybe she had a mood disorder or something. I don't know, because she'd be horrible, then she'd say something nice. Then the next day, horrible, nice, horrible, nice, horrible, nice. It was like craziness. Jenny's furries. But I don't, Jenny's Furries, I believe, is a new name. I really think it's Maria Kitty Cats. That's Jenny's Furries. But, Jenny, Connie, Maria. People are crazy. Lori Beth, hey there. You didn't walk into anything. They walked into here, but they're stumbling in and stumbling on out. Hi, Gambler. So, Jenny. But anyway, that was that. What time is it? Oh gosh, 4:12. And Michael's coming over to help Jimmy with the shed. I think they're really going to get it. I think if Michael's here, they'll get it up. Jeanette, she was not nice. And then she went to the channel you say is a bully. Did you know she goes over there and leaves really bad comments about me over there? So even if this wasn't her, she's not being nice. Just so you know that, Jeanette. Okay? Just so you know that. She's being horrible, saying horrible things over there. And that's under that name, Maria's Kitty Cats, under that name, Jeanette.
Hey, it's Jenny from the block. My phone died.
Oh,
I still have the iPhone 6 and my battery is
yeah.
complete garbage. I have these long cords that I have to bring with me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad I need to get another phone. But the problem is I like to wear the plug-in headphones because I will forget to charge the other ones. And then anything over the iPhone 6, you have to get some kind of an adapter. And it's just a lot, so.
Alicia, they found a woman on the side of the road after a welfare check. They ruling it a homicide, but people were thinking it was Suzanne Morphew, but from what I've read, I don't think it's so. It's in the same county of Gannon Stalk lived in. What are you talking about? UH.
What's going on now?
Yeah, I guess you're not connected with it at all. No. I don't know why they think that they're going to like fool me or something. I'm just going to think this random name that comes in is like, and just says, oh, could you tell me what's going on with what, like, really, you've never been here before, your name is ridiculous, and you're going to say that you're just a random person questioning about Jenny's Furries. Come on. Sorry you're feeling that, Leisha, but I'm not going to be on much longer because I have to go to bed because I've got shed duty tomorrow. And I want to I'm working on something for my son, but I'm just not happy with how it's coming out, and I'm going crazy. Let's see. Can move to, and I do a throwdown tomorrow. You need to, okay, absolutely. You guys didn't get here. I thought you were going to do the Saturday night. Okay, you'll do Saturday night fight night then. Moo said she wanted to straighten you out, and I know you wanted to straighten her out, Scooter.
What's fight night?
Moo and Scooter have some stuff to settle.
Oh.
She says Moo's been dragging her all over YouTube, and Moo says that Scooter's
Really?
been dragging. Yeah, they've been dragging each other.
Oh
I know. They'll battle it out and be fine. They're gonna.
no. I really wanted to do that trivia thing again, except for it was way too hard.
Oh, Scooter got some trivia that she said is not too hard. Maybe
Oh,
Scooter,
really?
maybe Scooter, we could do that. Your trivia. Oh, did you bring your trivia with you? Oh, but you have your sister there, and then you've got. You said somebody else coming. Who's coming? She said somebody. Oh, she's got Bonnie there too. The troll stole your fight. I know, but you could fight again. You can fight all night. That was a Dr. Seuss book. They play all day. They fight all night. That was Hop on. Oh my God,
I love
Alexander
that
loved that
too.
book. You're sick of her going all over YouTube talking smack, Scooter said. Oh gosh. You got the Jeopardy cards? Yay, Ivy Lynn.
Oh gosh, Jeopardy. That's too hard. Can we do something a little more easy?
They could start on the greenhouse. Yeah, Carol. I'd be happy for the shed, really. It's I can't even believe that it's up as far as it is, and then we got to fix the deck. We got to do the deck. You can still do it? Okay. Bonnie's not there? Okay. Sam, there was a... Oh, Crater.
Ew.
Crystal. More power washing. Yeah, I've got a lot of power washing to do. I got to power wash the shed too when he puts it over there. When it's all up. Good night, Diana. I'm going to be right behind you. He's got a nice honey-do list, Scout. Yeah. I just hope, yeah, Michael, the little boys helped him today, but Michael will really get him going. Anyone with receipts about Moo of 2, send them Scooter's way. Anything that you've seen Moo of 2 trashing Scooter, send the screenshot Scooter's way, and vice versa. If you've seen Scooter trashing Moo all up and down YouTube, send the screenshots to Moo of 2. And if you don't have her email, you can just send them to me and I will forward them.
Is seriously like or it's a joke? Like, is somebody really being mean to...
No, they'll make up. I'm sure it's just they'll make up. They'll just fight it out. You know, that's how both of them are. Because Scooter wishes he's from New York and Moo is, a New Yorker, so. Will you please film it? What? Oh, the power washing? Oh, sure. You don't think you would be able to find receipts on Moo? Oh, really, Simi?
I love to Scooter's laugh. It's the best.
Yeah, I know.
I like her voice too.
Oh, it's just someone named Jenny Furries. Jenny with the furries or something. Jenny's Furries. But I think it's Marie Kitty Cat's alter ego. I just think I get a feeling just based on the thing she said. Good night, BJ. Take care, BJ. appreciated how you dealt with the troll. It revealed how powerless they actually are. Yes, Allison Parker. They never come up, and when they do, if any of them do, I think we had like one that did. I forget that. Oh, that one she started telling us all kinds of crap, and everybody saw. I need to screenshot. Oh, two Scooter and Moo of two. They would like a fight night tomorrow night, so we're going to do a fight night. Okay. Hi, Lisa H. If you play a game, suggest one that times the answers. Maybe they could watch chat for the answers. Okay.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose?
I don't know. I don't know if Richie wants to do that. Anyway.
I like a Family Feud type of thing. I think would be so fun, but I just wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah,
Like
Family
how we
Feud
could all
was
do
fun,
it?
but it took a long time. Yeah, takes a long time, and then everybody was like, Family Feud. It just has to be. Yeah, I agree. Like it's got to move like fast. Like people. Remember, people didn't know whose team they were on. They're like, no, Sharon. I'm like,
Oh, you guys
Scooter,
already did
Sharon's
it?
on your team, and they're like, oh, good answer, Sharon. You know, like it was like crazy. Everybody forgot what family they were. You know, that's why it would be good if everybody came on camera and everybody wore like a scarf or something of the same color so you could see which family was which family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be super fun. I've always wanted to do Family Feud.
Yeah. But, that's Alyssa. But we're going to say goodnight because it's 4:30 almost, and we've got to go to bed for the shed. Oh, that rhymes. We've got to go to bed for the shed, and we've got to be energized for fight night tomorrow night. All right. So,
Somebody said goodnight. He just meowed.
oh, good night there, Scorpio. Is that Scorpio?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Good night, Scorpio.
That's my buddy.
Okay. I said couldn't see answers. Oh, couldn't see answers?
Aw,
You said, oh,
he's
okay,
purring.
Angie. All right. Anyway, bye-bye, guys. Thank you to the moderators. Thanks for coming on, Alyssa.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mommy.
Oh, you're welcome. God bless. Love you guys. Everybody stay well.
Bless.
Prayers for all
Have
that
a
need
good
them. I'll
night,
talk to you
guys.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.